Hello, everybody. It is Sunday, February 11th, 2018, and this is week one of 6 Weeks to Success. Are you guys excited? Yeah, this next 6 weeks, it can totally transform your business if you'd like it to. So I'm going to do my little screen share here. I've got a little PowerPoint. All right, I'm always surprised when it works. There we go. All right, 6 Weeks to Success. So this series is designed to help you maximize your potential, to help you start filling up your calendar with bookings and your pocket with paychecks. Who couldn't use a little more money, right? And increase your product knowledge so that you are running in peak performance. Now, for those of you who have been involved with any trainings that I've done, this should look oh so familiar, right? This is the belief triangle. And this belief triangle doesn't just come into play with Pampered Chef. It comes into play, I believe, in pretty much all of life. And what this tells us is at the top, there's belief. And when we go into a situation, whatever we believe about that situation, for the most part, determines what actions we take. The actions we take, for the most part, will determine the results we get. And the results we get will reinforce our belief. Have you ever heard that saying by Henry Ford, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right? It's true. So, what do you think when you're reaching out to line up shows or to tell people about the business? What is your inner dialogue? Are you like some who think, oh, I don't even know why I'm doing this. People are too busy. It's too cold. Do you like that image I got for it's too cold? It's kind of how I feel up here sometimes in New Hampshire. Oh, people are too broke, they don't have any money, or I'm bothering them. If that's what you're telling yourself, believe it or not, the brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's made up. It believes whatever it's told. Think about when you're at a movie and you're watching the screen. If it's funny, do you not laugh? If it's scary, do you jump in your seat? If it's sad, even though you know it's not true, you know it's fiction, it's a movie, do you not cry? Because your brain is just reacting to what is in front of it. And sometimes we just tell ourselves these things over and over, and our brain hears it so much it thinks it's true. So if these are the messages that you're telling yourself, guess what? I can help, because we can rewire those messages. Instead of telling yourself that people are too busy, well, isn't it true that busy people need time with their friends and they need quick mealtime solutions? When it's super cold outside, wouldn't people love a super in slippers party or a wine, cheese, and chocolate party? And those people who are broke, well, heck, my hostess tonight is picking out $340 worth of free product. Free. Okay? Broke people could use $340 in free product. And you know what? People who are on a tight budget, they need to hear about our business opportunity. Bothering people? That's not what I think. I believe I have a valuable service to offer. I believe everybody's not going to need it, and that's okay. I believe I'm going to get the word out to as many people as possible, and the ones who need and want it are going to respond and say, yeah, let's go for that. So think about the messages you are sending to yourself. So belief, it's a very powerful thing. I'd like you to grab a piece of paper and just write belief at the top. And I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to just write down what number reflects your belief in whatever I'm asking. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you have no belief in that at all, 10 being you feel very confident in your belief in that area. Okay. And also write down with each one, with each number, write what it corresponds to, because you're going to be taking a picture of this and sharing it with your director. Please be honest. Don't write down what you think your director wants to hear. Okay. Because guess what? You don't have to share it with your director if you don't want to. So number one, what is your belief in our product line? Do you think, I could take or leave it? Do you like a couple of items in the product line? Or do you think overall, I mean, even though I think we all have an item or two that it's a different item for different people that they might not be crazy about, overall, do you think, oh my goodness, this stuff is fantastic, and I don't know a person on the planet who couldn't use some Pampered Chef products in their kitchen? Scale of 1 to 10. Next. Yes.
Is 10 the highest? I'm sorry.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
10 means you're through the roof. Couldn't believe in it more.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Next, our host opportunity. What's your belief on that? Do you believe our hosts make out great? Like a 10? Like, oh my goodness, I think everybody should host. How could they not want to? It's so easy. It's so fun. It's so rewarding, valuable, flexible, because they can have all different kinds of parties, whatever fits their needs. Or are you thinking, I'm asking people to do a favor for me. I'm imposing. It's a lot of work. That would be a 1 if you're there. 10 would be, I think I have a great service to offer. I can find a way to make everybody who wants a party able to have one, whether it's virtual, catalog, live, a blend of everything, co-hosting, you name it. It's worth finding a way to make it happen. Next, our business opportunity. Do you believe this is a great opportunity for people? Whether it's an opportunity to fill their kitchen with great products, earn a little mad money for some fun in their lives, or maybe they want to develop a second stream of income, do what Sharon did, cut back her hours from a full-time job and do this alongside. Or do what some of us have done and leave that full-time gig altogether. Do you believe this business opportunity is amazing and available to anybody who really wants to jump in? Or do you think, oh, I don't know, it's a lot of work, or I don't know what would be the opposite of that? Market saturation, I guess. I don't think so. I don't bump into a lot of people. Anyway, what's your belief on that on a scale of 1 to 10? Next, what's your belief about our company, the Pampered Chef? Do you think, yeah, it's good enough. There's some name recognition, whatever. Or are you thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, I love this company. Like, they've got a product development team that just lives to dream up the next innovative thing. They've got, our customer service department just lives to make us look good. Anybody have customer service that had to clean up a mess that you created? Oh, I've had them to do that for me a couple of times. And they cleaned it right up. Yay. Do you believe that our CEO is amazing and that the people who develop our recipes, in the test kitchens, that we are just backed by this company that just couldn't be doing more to make our lives easy? Express checkout. Oh, love it. Okay, and what's your belief in yourself and your ability to achieve the goals you set for your business? Do you believe, yep, I got this. I might not know exactly what I'm doing right now or how I'm going to do it, but I know that I'm part of a great team, and that if I work with the leaders of this team to achieve the goals that I set for myself, I will absolutely get there. That would be a 10. A 1 would be, I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me. I get scared, I procrastinate, whatever. Write down the number. Okay, so when it comes to yourself, just be thinking about, do you truly believe in yourself as a driving force in your business, in your family, in the lives of others? Do you believe you are someone who can get it done? Do you believe that you are a confident and strong recruiter? Do you think positively and give yourself positive messages? What's that inner dialogue again saying? Do you see yourself as successful? You are the CEO of your small business. Do you act like you are? Do you see yourself as a leader of a successful team? Do you see yourself as a consistently strong seller? When I was first doing this business, I can't say that I have strong belief in myself. I had to intentionally change the messaging. And when it came to that belief triangle, I had to decide that even though I didn't have the belief there in the beginning, that I was jumping in on actions anyway. I had to tell that negative committee that met inside my head to sit down and shut up many, many times. I had to say, you know what, I'm jumping in on the actions, and I got some results. And then I was like, oh, maybe they're right. And every time I decided to jump in on the actions and I got more results, the belief became stronger and stronger. Now I don't have to tell that negative committee to sit down and shut up, because that negative committee left years ago. So if your belief isn't firmly in place right now, that's okay. You can jump in on the actions anyway, but we are going to give you some things to do to help change that belief and bring those numbers up. Pampered Chef tells us that these are the 4 pillars of success: believe, passion, will, and skill. In order to be super successful at something, we need to believe in ourselves and our ability to get it done. It sure helps if we're passionate about it. Somebody once told me I could sell ice to Eskimos, and I said, no, I couldn't, and I wouldn't want to. But if you gave me 5 minutes, I could sell them a rock in a heartbeat. I believe in that rock. Passionate about that thing. Then the will. That means you have to want to do it. And then the skill, you have to know how to do it. So, and what happens if one of these pillars is cracked or crumbling? What's going to happen to the roof? It's going to cave in, right? So your homework this week is going to be to work on your belief. We want you to bring all of those numbers up. We're probably not going to, get everything to a 10 in 1 week, but hopefully those numbers will be brought up so that when you go forward in the rest of the series, it's going to be easier and more successful, because you'll be able to jump in on that belief triangle or belief circle and jump in on those actions when your belief is more firmly in place. So here's what you're going to do for homework. First, you're going to send your current 1 to 10 numbers to your director. If you want, just take a picture of it. If I'm your director, do not text me. Message it through me through Facebook. Now, to help with your belief in our product line, for the next 48 hours, I know, look at Colleen. For the next 48 hours, you cannot use any Pampered Chef products. If you are brand new, if you are less than 2 weeks in business, you can use your products. But the rest of us, We're going to refine our passion about these products as we try to make dinners and breakfasts and lunch and snacks using inferior kitchen tools. All right, 48 hours. Okay. Next, I want you to look back on some shows that you've done. Go into My Shows and Orders and to pick a couple of parties that were big shows, whatever is big for you, and pick a couple of parties that were smaller shows, maybe about 200-300. Click on the show number and then click on Email Host. It's like the third tab up at the top. When you get in there, when you click the Email Host, it'll defer to before the show. Click on After the Show. And there it will show the host's savings. So I want you to write down the host, what her savings were, and what your commission was. And you can also write down what the show sales were, okay? So you know, okay, this was an $800 show. The host savings was this. My commission was that. And then the next show, you know, a couple of big shows, couple of not so big shows. Hopefully, this will increase your belief about our hosting, about our opportunity for hosting. What you'll probably see is the host saves way more money than we make on the show. So when we think we're imposing, are we really imposing? Their savings are very often double what our commission is. I had a host tell me she felt like that she won a lottery. In January with the double rewards, she had $480 in free product. She was almost in tears, okay? So write those down. The next thing you're gonna do throughout the week is you're gonna write down 15 ways that your life has improved as a result of your doing Pampered Chef. You might be thinking, why 15? Well, the first 5 are gonna be obvious. Yay, I got some great products. Yes, I made some money. You know, yeah, I got to deduct some food I bought at the grocery store and feed it to my family for dinner because I was practicing recipes. But then, by the time you get to the final 5, you're going to have to really do some digging down. This might actually take a little bit longer than you think. But all of a sudden, you're gonna dig down deep and you're going to realize some things you might not have realized before. And when you look over these 15 reasons, hopefully it's going to build your belief in this business opportunity. Because not everybody's why is to make $1 million selling Pampered Chef. There are so many reasons that people choose this business. And so many blessings we can give others when we offer them this business opportunity beyond the income, okay? And have the bulk of those reasons, if not all of them, done by the time you hold your coaching call with your director. The other thing you're going to do, and I will post this so you don't have to write it down, you're going to go to Pampered Chef University. You're going to click on Take a Refresher, and then click on Selling, then click on Peer Sharing, and then you're going to listen to a recording called Product Pros Have Bigger Shows. This is a workshop recording, a national conference workshop that was held, I believe, last year, and this is a recording of it. And these people are some of the top sellers in the company. They have great power tool talks. Okay, so you're going to listen. You'll hear, I think they talk about the Rock Crock and the double burner grill pan specifically. Okay. Listen to it. You don't have to listen to the whole thing twice. Listen to it once, but you can go back and rewind just to listen to their power tool talk if you want. Also, if you want another power tool talk on the Rock Crock, if you go to YouTube and type in Karen Batty Rock Crock, you'll see a 4-minute power tool talk on that. And then you are going to create your own power tool talk on the Rock Crock. Make a quick video, send it to your director. If it's good enough, you can use it on your upcoming shows. You can post it to live shows that are being promoted on Facebook as well as virtual parties. Okay. Then you're going to hold a call with your director for at least 20 minutes this week to kind of talk about these things. Talk about your belief and ways to bring those levels up. Okay. You can do this at your pace, at your leisure when you've got time. I would suggest setting office hours over the next 6 weeks. And office hours don't need to be hours. They can be 15 minutes here and there. Most of you work full time. So maybe during the next 6 weeks, once or twice a week, maybe you get up 15 minutes early. Maybe once or twice during the week, you give up 15 minutes of your lunch break to work on things. I know when my kids were little, So, once or twice a month. My office hours would go from the time my husband fell asleep till 2 a.m. because the house was quiet. Whatever you want to do, you want to find the pockets of time. Don't just wait for all of a sudden, oh, look, I'm free. Carve out those pockets of time, and you can see that none of this is going to take hours right at once. You know, writing down those reasons, you can just kind of take that list with you. Looking up the emails for your host will probably not take more than 5 to 10 minutes, things like that. So really those pockets of time are really going to be what really makes or breaks how impactful this series is for you. All right?
All right.
And,
Karen, I have a quick question.
Sure, I'm going to do the stop share here. Who has a question?
Sharon here.
Hi.
The homework, do you want us just to talk with our directors about it at our weekly meeting? Or, like, for example, the 15 ways it's improved our life, for example?
Oh, that would be great. If you guys want to post some of those reasons in our 6 weeks to success thing, absolutely. Because all of a sudden you might be like, oh, good, I only had 9 reasons, and I didn't even realize that was one of mine. I'll put it on my list. So you guys can definitely be posting them there for sure.
And the show numbers, same thing?
With the shows, you know, if you want to share that, you can. For those of you who are new and you're thinking, I don't have any shows yet, that actually could be really helpful if you post here's what the sales were at that show and the host rewards and the commission you earned. Also, if you're brand new, you could message a couple people that you know in the business, including your director, saying, hey, do you have any hosts? But yeah, so you could post those as well. So we can see lots of those numbers coming in to say, yeah, it's not a fluke, it is a trend. Our hosts are making out really, really well. Yeah. That's a great idea, Karen. Didn't even think of that, so thank you for that.
Excuse me, Karen.
Sure.
So, in order to be on this call at 8, I already made my lunch, and I have my Pampered Chef make and take mason jar already packed with my
All right.
and my water bottle every day. So, I'm gonna do what's already in the fridge. You want me to dump it in the Tupperware?
No. You can take what's already in the fridge.
Okay, but then I'll try not to. I'll
But I want you to appreciate when you're eating out of it.
All right. I don't think that's fair because I use my rock pot every night.
I know. You know what? I'm doing it too. But I did make extra soup tonight, but I can't even store it. And what I'm like, okay, I can't leave.
I'm thinking, how am I not going to use my Pampered Chef stuff?
I know.
for 48 hours?
This is going to be torture. Do you want us to make a list of all the things that we're giving up?
No kidding.
It's only for
I don't
48
have
hours.
much
Just 48 hours.
information.
But guys, you know what? You can go Facebook Live at some point if you want and say, okay, I'm going through withdrawal. Guess what? I'm in this special training. And to make us appreciate how much we love our products, they're telling me we can't use any for 48 hours. Can you believe it? You know, and
I was planning on that.
so it could be really fun. But hopefully it's going to, like I said, it's going to hopefully make you fall back in love with not just the rock pot, but like, oh my
I
goodness,
already did.
what it's like to have the right tool for the job. I know. Believe me, I don't even want to say this. It was my idea to make that an assignment when I was running by the other directors. They're like, what? Do we have to do the assignments too? I'm like, we should walk the walk, not just talk the talk. So it's only 48
I'm gonna
hours.
make my.
But-
I'm gonna have my husband use them while I watch.
What's that?
My husband use them while I watch.
Oh, there you go. There. Oh, wait, no. That's not allowed either. Yeah. So, but
No.
definitely post to the 6 weeks to success. If you're posting frustrations without products, keep it positive and funny. Okay, we don't want to be all down in the dumps, but definitely be posting in there, connecting with each other, sharing with each other, because part of being in this training is getting to work with each other, getting to know each other, because maybe long after this 6 weeks to success series is over, you will have made new connections within our organization, people that you might want to be commiserating with and working alongside with. You know, if there's people that are kind of in the same place in the business and looking at the same sort of goals, it's great to have other people to work with who are there. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording.